Hi, this is Ilma Art Studios photograph for today. Bird of Paradise flower arrangement. Check my website at ilmaarts.com for more of my artworks and photographs. Today I'd like to share with you my poem devotional, which is taken from Proverbs 27 verse 12. It says, "A prudent person foresees danger and takes precautions. The simpleton goes blindly on and suffers the consequences." And here's my poem. Prudence leads to foresight. Do you do things thoughtlessly and in haste? Tactlessness and rushing brings so much waste. Those who are prudent foresees threat. They take precaution and never bet. A fool goes on with life recklessly. He doesn't see the future and lives wildly. A prudent person, on the other hand, has foresight. He lives in truth and in the heavenly light. And here's my essay. There was someone I knew who always rushes making decisions. It is as if he hears a voice in his head telling him to do things in haste. He ends up suffering the consequences of his choices that were not carefully thought of. I watch him continually do the same mistakes over and over again, like he never sees what he is doing wrong. The Bible says that a prudent person foresees danger and takes precaution. The fool goes blindly on and suffers the consequence. Prudence leads to foresight. Those who do not even care to give a thought on what they are about to do usually ends up in failure. Young people are usually reckless and carefree. Those who have experienced life learn prudence. Prayer. Lord, help me watch what I do. Reflection. How can prudence lead to foresight? And I'd like to just share some insight regarding the verse. I used to, when I was younger, I don't know, maybe when I was younger, I think the prison is in my mind, because I always am a very analytical person, and we all have different ways of thinking. Some people are inductive logic thinkers, and some are deductive, and I'm more deductive. I try to deduce from what I have what's going to happen, and in a way I could probably classify myself into being prudent, but I think being overly cautious is another thing, because sometimes when we are overly cautious, we become paralyzed with fear, or we become paralyzed with taking so much precaution or warning. But the Bible talks about the difference between a prudent person and someone who is a fool, because a prudent person would never ever just do something without thinking about what he's doing. So and I think, being a stage manager, I had gone into a job where I need to foresee everything. When you're a stage manager, you're almost like the director of a play. So what happens is, like, when as soon as the director has given all the notes and all the blocking and everything that needs to be done in the play, the stage manager is the one who oversees everything and who runs everything, runs the show, runs everything else. So I have learned the skill of foresight. It's like it's almost like a sin if you're a stage manager and you cannot foresee the possible things that might go wrong in your production. So I learned that skill because I was in the theater for almost 20 years. So I learned that skill to foresee everything. I guess that my analytical mind, plus getting into this job for the longest time, has equipped me with seeing, foresight. But recently I also got a revelation from the Lord that I have the gift of like a prophetic. I'm a prophetic. In other words, I can see things that other people cannot see. So I think if we are wise enough, that if we learn something from an experience, from a mistake, then we are wise enough to foresee that we should take caution in anything that we do so that we don't make the same mistakes. I think that's what this proverb is cautioning us to be. So thanks for watching, and I hope you check my website at ilmaarts.com. That's ILMAARTS.com. Have a blessed day.